Hi folks, and welcome back to our tutorial video series on iOS and Xcode. In our last video we made our first model. It was a to-do model which contained 5 fields. And now all of these fields are actual properties. They have their own value and they're available at any time. In this video, I want to talk about something called computed properties or computed values, and here's why. We know that priority, for example, is an enum, and that enum really has no external value except for the string that we gave it. But if we tried to print the priority, we wouldn't necessarily get the string. Same thing for the date created. How will the date come out if we print it? Is it going to come out month, day, year, month, day, who knows what? So what we're going to do is we're going to make some computed properties that will print things out the way we like them. So for the first one, I'm going to say var, and computer properties always have to be var, and I'm going to say this is going to be the priority as string. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in something called a get. Some people call it a getter. In other words, we're not going to have the value on hand, we're going to produce the value as we need it. And the value we're going to produce is simply the string version of this priority. So, if anybody ever says, whoops, I forgot one little thing here. I have to say that this will produce a string. So, whenever somebody asks for dot the priority as string, it'll get the raw value, and the raw value happens to be a string. We could have any raw value we want. So now, the string is a little bit more powerful. The priority is a little bit more powerful. Now, let's try the same thing for the date, and we'll see it's a little bit more complicated. So we'll say var created a date as string. It's going to be a string, and we're going to do a getter. Now, we can't just print a date out because we have to specify the date's formatting. So what we have to do is we have to actually make a formatter object. So I'm going to make something called a formatter. And it's going to be of type date formatter. This object is going to be used to format dates. Now, I haven't told you yet, but dates are actually a combination of dates and times. So I have to make sure that when I output the date, I'm only outputting the date part of the date and not the time part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up the formatter. I'm going to say the date style I want is going to be dot medium. You can try the other ones. There's all kinds of styles to choose from. I'm going to do formatter dot time style is going to equal what? None. Because I don't want any time. So see how this is a computed property. I have to do some work to make this happen. It's not automatic. Finally, I'm going to return what? The formatter dot string from a date. What date am I going to turn into a string? Well, I'm going to turn self.createdDate into a string. So now, whenever I ask for the create dated as a date as a string, all this code will execute automatically. I won't even know it's happening. It's just going to happen for me. For now, I'm not going to do the due date because it's an optional. I want to do something special for that, so I'm going to leave it for now. But as you can see now, we can print out the title as a string, the description as the string, the created date as a string, and the priority as a string. So we can put stuff out into text boxes or text areas or wherever we need it, and it'll come out correctly. So that's what we call computed properties because they're not stored, they're calculated at the moment. We're going to go ahead and start using this model in the next video. So the model's ready to go. It's just time to use it. So we'll see you in that video. Take care.